It begins before you're even born and lasts all your life.
There's no other motor known to man that even comes close. It beats 2.5 billion times in an average lifetime.
The human heart is truly remarkable.
Unfortunately, heart disease remains the leading cause of death worldwide.
At the Victor Chang Cardiac Research Institute, we have been fighting heart disease for over 25 years. It all started with Victor Chang himself, a gifted doctor and a true pioneer in heart transplantation.
Dr. Chang personally saved hundreds of lives, but he knew that millions of lives could be saved through medical research.
Really great research, I always say, is research that allows you for the first time to imagine the unimaginable. And that's the sort of research we've tried to push here since we started the Institute.
A lot of people in Australia would know what plaque buildup is. Unfortunately, I think what people don't know is that not all plaque are equal.
Our discovery is that we have developed a tool that can distinguish unstable from stable plaque.
So Roland Stocker and his team have made one of the most incredible breakthroughs in our understanding of what it is that makes some people more susceptible to having a heart attack.
Look, I think the major advance we've made is with our ability now to recover hearts that would otherwise not be deemed transplantable. Now that accounts for 1/3 of all deceased donors in Australia.
I really admire Peter McDonald. He is so passionate about doing the right thing for his patients.
These tiny little tropical fish, they're wonderful creatures because when they're still juvenile, they're completely transparent. So you can actually watch the heart and blood vessels develop.
Their genomes are very similar to ours, and interestingly, their heart functions in a very similar way to our human heart. Well, we discovered, first of all, that we can successfully view the heart of a fish, which is the size of a grain of rice. So a tiny, tiny little thing. We could see it on a big screen and study its intricate function.
You just imagine what that would mean if we could do that in humans. If we could take patients who'd had a heart attack, and rather than being left with scar, we could actually regenerate that heart and restore that heart back to normal.
So we don't know much about SCAD. We do know two things. It's almost definitely got a hormonal component, and that's why it's more common in women, and it's got a genetic component.
It is very scary for the women who get SCAD because they're totally unexpecting to have it. And a lot of the time when the women go to the hospital, they are underdiagnosed because they don't have the typical risk factors. And so sometimes they are sent home.
Well, as part of Diane's work, we worked with a large family, 3 generations, 50 family members, in which several members had really severe heart failure, so severe that they were on the list to receive a heart transplant.
We were able to show what the gene mutation did in terms of altering heart function, and then this led to a direct change of management, where rather than treating these patients with standard heart failure therapy, we gave them a drug that would not normally be used in that situation that reversed the fundamental abnormality and cured the patients.
Sally has been at the Institute for nearly 20 years. She made this most amazing discovery.
We showed that a deficiency in a particular molecule, a vital molecule called NAD, caused the baby's heart and other organs not to form properly. In identifying this new cause of birth defects and showing in experiments that vitamin B3 could prevent birth defects from occurring, the impact could be huge.
Personally, I think Sally's a wonderful role model for women in science. To see a woman that has made so many breakthroughs and been able to contribute in a real way to heart disease and congenital defects is a really amazing thing.
Yes, I think if you ask me what motivates people, why do really smart people want to work in this institute? Firstly, I like to think that we have a nice collegial atmosphere and we help each other. But what drives all of us, after all, is curiosity. The mountain's there to be climbed, and we like getting to the top.